Hey, hey, oh playmate, come out and play with me, and bring your dollies three, climb up my apple tree. I liked our cellar door. I don't ever remember not having one, but one day I slid down it, and guess what? I got the biggest sliver you ever seen in my bottom. It hurt like the dickens, and all I could think of was maybe Mama could help. I ran in, hated to show her my bottom, but there it was, the big sliver and my bottom. And she got her plucking things out, or whatever she did, and tried to get that out. But to our dismay, we didn't get it all out. It was embedded too deep, and she didn't dare go any deeper or take me to a doctor. We didn't have the money anyway. So for months, I was bothered with a festering sliver. But finally, one day I went in and I said, "This really hurts, Mom. Will you look at it again?" And to our great relief, she was able to get it out. Put some Mercurochrome on it, which was red and stung. But oh, that was a relief for slivers, and last time I ever went down a cellar door. This same cellar could be a wonderful delight as we'd go down in the wintertime and pluck out beautiful bottles of vegetables and fruits and even deer meat and fish that my mom and the rest of the family had bottled and put in there for winter store. But in the spring, we would always have floods. And these floods would kind of fill up our cellar to about a foot. And then came the water snakes. And I hated snakes. I was afraid of snakes. And I didn't ever want to go down in there and get any fruit. I don't remember if I did, but if I did, I didn't want to. Also, other cellars had a great memory for me. Grandmother's cellar. Now, Grandma's cellar, you'd have to realize, seemed to be had the most spiders in the whole neighborhood, at least the cellars I was in. And when I'd go down there to get her good stuff, it just made me shudder because there were spiders. And we didn't want to get near the spiders. I'd do about any job but get near those spiders. But in the spring, we'd go down and get the bottles out. Now, Grandma wasn't as sweet as Mom. Mom always put back the lids on her bottles, so her bottles were always sparkling clean when they came out. So we didn't mind going and getting the bottles out of her cellar. But Grandma's cellar, she never kept the lids on. Can you imagine? And when she'd bottle tons of stuff. Then we'd take these bottles out to the faucet. And I'll tell you, there was never colder water that you'd feel in your life as we washed the spiders and stuff out of those bottles. I guess you just have to be there, but that wasn't a fun job. And it seems like I was always good enough to help. I don't know who else helped at that time. If not, they'd probably be in trouble. And it was probably Marie. She'd run off somewhere. But bless her heart, she was a smart one. Carl Olson had the cleanest cellar in the world. I don't remember any fruit jars down in his cellar, but he had fresh carrots and potatoes and onions, and they were all specifically in their places. And we'd go down a ladder into this deep hole, and I don't know why it didn't bother me to go in his cellar. Maybe because I never seen any spiders. But he had the neatest cellar in probably the whole town. Slide down my rain barrel into my cellar door, and we'll be jolly friends forevermore.